Hey guys. So today in your math lesson, you learned about telling time to the nearest half an hour. And I wanted to build your capacity for understanding a little bit about the different ways to say half hour. So my question is, why do we say half past? And what does that really mean? So I'm going to pull up my clock. And I want to go back to kind of where we were last week, where we learned how to just read the hour. And Mrs. Bird had a trick that was ladies first. And that helps you to remember which hand you read. So the ladies first, lady hand is the small hand, the hour hand. And the man hand, M for minutes, is the larger hand. When we read to the hour, the minute hand was always on the 12. And we show that with 2 zeros and we say o'clock. When you go an entire hour, which is an entire way around the clock, you have gone 60 minutes. So when we talk about half an hour, we're thinking, what is half of 60? Half of 60 is 30 minutes. And you can see down here under the 6, there is a 30. Because if we counted each one of these little lines in between, we would get to 30 minutes by the time that we get here. So when the minute hand, the man hand, is on the 6, that is 30 minutes past the hour. Something also happens with the hour hand, the lady's hand. So I'm going to start moving the minute hand down to the 6 to show 30. I want you to watch what happens to the hour hand. Here we go. Keep your eye on the minute hand. Do you see that it is moving past the 8? All right. So now my time shows 8:30 or half past 8. We were on 8, but as the minute hand started moving, the hours hand started moving past the 8, getting closer to 9. And if you can really check this line right here, you can see that the hour hand is halfway in between the 8 and the 9. It is half past 8 o'clock. Another way to say that is 8:30. Let's go to another. Whoop. All right, so now we are showing the hour hand is on the 4 and the minute hand is on the 12, so we're at 4:30. If I want to show half past, that means my hour hand is going to be past the 4 and my minute hand will be halfway around the clock. So again, keep your eye on the hour hand. Here we go. See, it's starting to move. It's going towards the 5. It's going halfway in between the 4 and the 5. This is showing 4:30. So when the hour hand, the lady's hand, the one you read first, is in between two numbers, it's always going to be the hour that it passed. Okay? So if it is in between the 2 and the 3, it is past the 2. So the hour hand is going to be 2. So if the hour hand, the lady's hand, is in between two numbers, it's always going to be the hour that it just passed. Okay? This can be a little tricky, guys. So we want to make sure that if you need help, Mrs. Bird can get on and we can do some of this work together. Let's go back and take a look at our guided practice. So here we have a clock Ladies first. That means I'm going to look at my hour hand first. And my hour hand is halfway in between the 7 and the 8. So I have to ask myself, is it halfway past the 7 or halfway past the 8? And the answer is it's halfway past the 7. The hour hand is in between the 7 and the 8. And the minute hand is on the 6. So that means it is 7:30. In between two numbers, I'm going to look at the number it just passed to get the hour, and then I'm going to read the minute hand. Let's do that again. Ladies first. The hour hand is in between the 4 and the 5, and the minute hand is on the 6. So that means that the hour passed the 4, so it is 4:30. All right, guys. I hope that offered a little bit of clarity for you. But again, telling time is really tricky, especially if you're just starting out. So if you are working through this and you're struggling, please, please, please have mommy and daddy send me an email and we will set up a time to meet and do some of this tricky work together. Okay, guys, get to it.